Hi guys, this is Akhlaq Ahmed. Welcome back to my channel once again. Hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you for coming back to my channel and watching all my tutorials. So today guys, we're gonna do something a bit creative, similar like my last tutorial. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna basically show you how to create a movie theme, like a movie theme kind of poster. I'm just going to use simple techniques for now, just so it's easy for everyone to follow. Then I will be doing advanced stuff. So let's get stuck in, guys. So first things first, we want to use the quick selection tool. Now, normally with this, I'd normally use the pen tool to go around the image. But because this is a bit easier to catch, well, I wouldn't say easy, but it is a little bit easy to see. Can you see how it's all gone over the model there? Because it was like a simple process, you see. So there. So that's doing it very easily because it's a plain background and the model stood in a very good position. Okay guys, so once we've got that, the next thing we want to do is we want to save the save selection. So we'll call this, let's just call it model. There you go. Then what we want to do again, we just want just checking something here, right? Just checking something there. So we've got the model in. So obviously the next thing we want to do is just bring our image in. So we want to take this image and drag it to the model window there. And I just forgot to press the Control and D, just so we've got this off the model. So yeah, so we're just gonna resize this over the image. So we just drag it by the edges, and once you've got that, then you can just sort of like play around with this. I'll leave it to this for now. Then what we want to do is we want to take the filter. So it's just got to yeah, so we want to go on select, load, and it's already on model, so we click on OK. There you go. Now what I want to do here is click Control Shift and I, just to sort of like invert that. And then once we've got that, click on this layer, the top, and then we just want to invert it, and there you go guys. So now we've got the we've got our image, our model on top of this background here. So then we just sort of like play around with this. Now there is a reason why I've actually chose this background and why I've chose this image. So, and I'll show you that, I'll show you why as well. So if you look, the models, when I did this photo shoot, you can see here the model has a bit of a blue shade because I used filters, blue filter, and the light in the background, it looks as though it's reflecting off the model's face, which makes it look realistic. So that's the reason why I've used them too, because it makes a brilliant combination, you see. So that's the reason why I just thought I'd explain that. And then so the next thing we want to do is I'm just gonna see, so check something. Right, so once we've got this guys, and then the next thing we want to do is we just want to sort of like just add in a bit more effects. So this is where I bring my my fire in. So drag that over the model here. And what I want to do is I just want to sort of like just reshape this, So what the idea of this is, we're gonna make this fire, we're gonna make the fire just kind of like make it look like as though it's just coming out of the model's body, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna simply resize this, and again it's the very same technique. So we're going to click select, load selection, model, OK, and then Control Shift I, and then we want to invert this. There, can you see? Look how nicely the fire is blended in with the model. I'm just gonna see if we can sort of like, yeah, I'd say about, just gonna see what effects we can get. Yeah, I'd say the exclusion. Actually, I mean that's not too bad as well. Suppose we can use blue fire as well. It's actually kind of looking good, that. Blue fire isn't too bad. And then what we can do, I mean obviously the thing with this, I mean the thing is with that, with the blue fire, then you'll notice the background, this part will disappear, and we don't want that, you see. So let's see, I'll just leave it to exclusion for now anyway. We can always tamper with the image afterwards. Okay guys, so we've got all that. I mean the fire absolutely looks amazing. What we can do is just gonna see how it, I mean this is what I always tend to do, guys. I always like to, like, you know, just reshape it, see how it looks, that kind of thing, you know. I'll just leave it there for now. So okay guys, so we've got our model here, we've got everything, the background. Now the next stage we want to do, next step, what we want to do here is we want to like blend the model in, because you can clearly tell it's been cut out. So we're just going to use the curves here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the blue RGB. So what I tend to do is I sort of like go around, see what works well, but I think I'm going to leave it about there for now. Then what we'll do here is we're going to use the color mixer. Can you see what's happening here? So all I'm basically doing is I'm kind of like blending it in. So if I give it a bit of a green kind of look there, makes it look very cinematic. So I'd say about there. It's looking awesome, that. And there, I mean, like I say guys, don't be afraid of experimenting, you know, just use the different colors and curves just so you can blend the image in. So I mean that actually looks starting to look good to me. Then what I'll do next is I'll use the gradient map, go on to, I'll just use this for now, and I'm gonna go on. So can you see here guys, all I'm doing is I'm experimenting it, see what works best. That's the whole idea of making the image stand out, you know. You know, you can always undo stuff, so I'm just gonna, so I'll just leave it for that. I'm just gonna click on OK. Then we're gonna go onto the layers. We're gonna just bring this down slightly. Can you see how it looks? How it looks? We've blended this in. Perfect. And what I might actually do is just going to, Yeah, so what I might do here is I'm just going to check, see if I can do you see, look, you can do all of this kind of fancy stuff here. You know, you can just go on forever with the Photoshop. But it just goes to show, you know, what you can actually do. And look at that, guys. Can you see how brilliant that is? I'm only doing this just to show you guys, you know, what kind of different effects you can do once you've actually got the invert image, once you've saved your shape. So I'm just giving you an idea of what you can actually do. But what I'll do next is I'm gonna sort of like just bring some text in the back. So what I'll do is I'll put something like actually I'm just gonna sort of like make a new layer here. So I can do something like, let's just say, coming soon. And then what I want to do next with this is I'll just do, so it's gonna be the same. Just have a look, see what we can. Just gonna go down the list, see what kind of effects stand out. So I think what we'll do with this is you can't actually quite see that one, but I'll just leave it for that now. We can always change that afterwards. So I'll put coming soon here, and then what we do is we're gonna go on again, select load filter model, okay, and then what we want to do is control shift I, invert it. There, can you see it's gone behind the model? Now watch this very closely, because it is a little tip. So if I go like this, can you see how the ng incoming ng has disappeared? Can you see that? Now there is a little way around that is broken. So I'll just show you something. Now you see this link over here. If I just unattach that, now watch what happens. So I want to keep this layer pressed. There, can you see? Can you see what's going on here? Now I can, it's not broken anymore. I can take it anywhere around the models, behind the model. Can you see how beautiful? That's a little tip for you. So yeah, it's just something that you want to keep in mind, you know, in case you are doing something like this and, you know, you're struggling with the text. But that gives you an idea what we can do. So overlay. I'll just do overlay. And remember, guys, you can, you know, always change color of this as well. So once you've changed the color, then you can actually use this as well to just to see what stands out. So we've got the text. So coming soon. want to do is, see, you've got all these. If I put it on divide, you can see it gives us the the color of the fire. It's just a case of like playing around with it. What I'll do is I'm just going to leave this as, I'll just leave it the way it is for now. And what we can do is, right, layers, just gonna get rid of this. Right, I'm just gonna get rid of these. I don't know why I was pressing add layer instead of delete, which is very clever of me. But yeah, so you can see, guys, we've got the model perfect as it is. Just gonna see how it would look like if we just maybe add a bit more fire. So I've got the fire. I mean, you can do it this way as well. You can do it like this as well, but if I go too far, obviously it's gonna touch the model. So let's leave it. Just leave it like that for now. Lightning doesn't look too bad as well. Yeah, so then what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna sort of like put this at the back. So if I click on load selection, then I go on model and go on okay. Then what I want to do is Control Shift I there. Now the reason why I've done the invert is just so that we can sort of like blend it in, if that makes sense. If I just go like this, so you can see over here, guys, I'm just sort of like playing around with it just to get that desired kind of effect. If I go, actually I think I might have an idea. I might have an idea with this, guys, and so what I'll do is I'll just get rid of the thingy now. And then what I'll do is I'm just gonna bring the fire in again. I'll just bring the fire in again, just like that. Then we want to go on select load selection, model, Control Shift I, invert. Then now you can see how the fire has gone back behind the model. I'm just gonna get rid of that. So can you see what's happening here? Is the fire has gone behind the model because I've unclicked the chain as I showed you before. Gonna click like that. Can you see what's happening here, guys? So you can still see that kind of like blue triangular, and the reason why it looks good because it looks as though it's shining off the model's face, because I used a color gel there anyway. We can always sort of like fade this out a little bit as well. So we can sort of like, I'm just trying to figure out if it'll look good when it's covered the whole image, or yeah, I think I'll just sort of like let's go with the flow here. But yeah, guys, I hope you get the idea so far. You know, just gonna sort of like make it look as though this is come off the model's body. Again, you know, you can sort of like reshape it, turn it around, you know, you can do all sorts. I'll just keep it there for now. There, so I mean, obviously we've got a bit of a square above, but we can always just, yeah, I think that'll look a bit decent there. That's actually not too bad, guys. I'm actually quite impressed with that. I'm just gonna see if I can. I'll leave that on a screen. I think the screen. Actually, I'll just have a look. We can always fade, bring the opacity down just to sort of like fade it. There you go, guys. I mean, look at that. It's looking amazing the way it is. Now, normally, what you can do is, I mean, normally what a lot of photographers tend to do is, I mean, I don't think I'll need to do it with this image, but if you go back to my, the dodge and burn tutorial I did, so, you know, ideally you can sort of like go on there and just call it dodge. I mean, like I say, I won't be doing this, but it's just to give you guys an idea. So you know, you can just invert that, and then, you know, dodge, burn. So dodge and burn. I'm just showing you what you can do as an addition. You know, like I say, Control and G for group. So this will be our D and B, dodge and burn. And then, you know, like I was saying before, if you go back to my dodge and burn tutorial, you can actually go do something like that. So I can sort of like, for example, just gonna bring the flow down to, can you see that? We can sort of like go over the I mean, if you feel you're going too much, you know, you can always bring it down on each part. But you know, as I say, this is just to give you guys an idea. But yeah, guys, you can see, you get the idea. So if I want to go on burn, you know, I just go on the black parts of the model. Obviously, it is a big process. I mean, I have done a full tutorial on this, so you might want to sort of like, you know, just check back at the tutorial just so you know how dodging and burn works. But that's just to give you guys an idea. I go on dodge. What I might want to do is, I think with this, it's gonna sort of like push it down this way a bit. So this, yeah, there you have it, guys. I think this is actually just perfect. You know, what you can also do is, I'll just I can duplicate the dodge and burn, and then what I can do here is just maybe sort of like fade it down. You know, that's what I do normally do, but because I haven't gone too heavy on the dodge and burn, I don't really need that layer. So if I was working very you know, if I was covering the whole image with dodge and burn, then I'd use it, but I haven't gone too heavy, so I don't really need that. But yeah, this is to give you an idea. Yeah, guys, I think that's about it, to be fair. Just gonna go on the adjustments here. You just want to sort of like make it stand out a bit. Blue. There, can you see what's happening here, guys? So it's big, it's sort of like a green, sort of like cinematic. Can you see that? So I'd sort of like, I mean, I'd give it about there. About there should be okay to me. But yeah, guys, that's that should do it, guys. And I hope you have learned something, guys. You will end up with a lot of layers like this, but you know, just make sure you label them unless you know which is which. But yeah, guys, there you go. I hope you've learned something from this tutorial. You know, if you have learned something and you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, or even better, if you can subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more creative stuff like this. I will also be showing you how I've created these low light photography, portraits, because that's what I normally specialize in what I do. So be sure to check out my social media links at the bottom as well in the description box, and I'm on Instagram as well. Any questions, you can always pop me a message. But there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care.